Hello and welcome to another edition of Currently in Quincy. I'm Joe Catalano. Today we get all the details about the Wollaston Garden Club's annual Holiday Greens sale. It's coming up this Saturday. First, though, we take a look at the weather and the news for you. Currently in Quincy, brilliant sunshine, but it is brisk. 35 degrees right now. It'll top off in the upper 30s this afternoon. Nice sunny and dry, though. Another chilly night tonight under clear skies. Temperatures dip into the mid-20s. Kind of a repeat tomorrow. A couple more clouds around, but still lots of sunshine. A little bit milder. The high tomorrow near 40 degrees. Increasing clouds on Wednesday. Could be some showers by Wednesday evening with temperatures in the low 40s. The rain will continue overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning. But right now we'll see some clearing later in the day on Thursday and temperatures climbing into the low 40s before we chill down again beginning on Friday and right through next weekend. But again, right now, sunshine and 35 here in Quincy. Checking out the news for you today, the Quincy Planning Board has approved a proposal for a new development at the site of the TJ Maxx and Burger King Plaza right along Granite Street in Quincy Center. The board approved the Grossman Company's proposal to demolish the restaurant and a portion of the shopping plaza and build a 7-story, 256-unit apartment complex with some ground-level retail and commercial space. The plans also call for a 2-story parking garage and ground-level parking with a total of 517 parking spaces. Attorney David Mahoney explained that the project has been fully reviewed by the city, an independent panel, and the public.
We had the public hearing a month ago at your October meeting. The public hearing was closed. Since that time, it's gone out to peer review. We have comments back from the peer reviewers. Our professionals have returned the favor and commented on that. We've had comments from the department heads. Our team of professionals has also commented on those letters that came from the city department heads. We have the entire team here tonight if there are questions from the board.
Planning board did place 20 conditions on the project, mainly dealing with drainage, landscaping, and deliveries. Public hearing is being held this evening regarding the new property tax rates for Quincy for next year. The City Council President Ian Kane says that hearing will come just prior to the full City Council meeting at 7 o'clock.
Next scheduled meetings are Monday, December 2nd. We have a public hearing on some utilities. We go into the tax rate and utility presentation at 6:45, and then we've got a regular City Council at 7 that evening. So Monday, December 2nd. And then, so we'll talk then. And then the following week, we'll have the ordinance committee meeting at 6:30.
Mayor Thomas Koch has said that every effort is made to keep the tax increase as moderate as possible. However, he has said that there will be higher increases to fund the $475 million pension bond obligation that was approved 3 years ago before the city starts to realize savings associated with the lower interest rate that was locked in when that bond was approved. The mayor is proposing to use $2 million in free cash to reduce the tax rate next year. A community meeting will be held tomorrow regarding a proposal to extend the lease for Quarry Hills Associates to run the Granite Links Golf Course and Clubhouse in Quincy by 50 years. Councilor at Large Scott Campbell is hosting tomorrow night's meeting beginning at 5:30 at Granite Links. Quarry Hill says it needs the lease extension in order to secure financing for a 110-room hotel, a permanent 2-story structure to replace the existing tent, a refresh of the tavern restaurant, and expanded parking. Quarry Hills also wants to reserve the option to purchase 12 acres of the property and add condos to the top of the hotel. And the company has pledged to form an advisory committee to allow for public input and to maintain the playing fields and walking trails. The City Council Ordinance Committee will hold a public hearing about that proposal on December 9th at 6:30. Well, Quincy's free seasonal outdoor skating rink is opening for the season today. This year, the rink is located on the Dennis Ryan Parkway, right across from the Quincy Courthouse, right next to Kilroy Square parking garage. The rink will be open 7 days a week from noon to 8 p.m. through the end of February school vacation. Skating and skate rentals will be provided free of charge once again this year. The rink is larger than last year's and will be staffed by Quincy Department of Natural Resources workers. Quincy residents can reserve their skate times during the peak weekend hours by visiting either quincyrec.com or quincyma.gov. South Shore YMCA President and CEO Paul Gorman being honored by his peers. Gorman was recently named the recipient of the YMCA's 2024 Triangle Award. Gorman received the award during the Massachusetts Alliance of YMCA's annual meeting that was held at Gillette Stadium with over 500 YMCA representatives from across the state. The Triangle Award recognizes a long-standing YMCA professional who's achieved substantial improvements for their YMCA and its community. Gorman was praised for his leadership in growing the Hale Family YMCA here in Quincy and the Emerson branch in Hanover. He held previous leadership roles at the Greater Boston YMCA and the North Shore YMCA. Gorman became president of the South Shore Y back in 2009 and has doubled membership to 45,000 and also increased donations from $1.3 to $5.2 million. Also, Kathy Quigley, Director of Development at the South Shore Y, was also honored with the Director of the Year Award, and the Emerson branch won the Team Recognition Award. It's our check of news for you today. Coming up, the Wollaston Garden Club preparing for their annual Holiday Greens sale. We'll get all the details next. Welcome back, and magically we have transformed our little studio here into a festive winter wonderland. The Wollaston Garden Club is getting ready for their annual Holiday Greens sale. Kathy Kervels and Ann Forsman are back to tell us all about it. Happy holidays, ladies.
Oh, happy holidays.
It was Thanksgiving yesterday, and today it's Christmas.
Just like that, it's Christmas.
Just blink your eyes, and here we are.
know.
And it's late. Thanksgiving was
and
late
it's true.
this year.
And
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was late, and now it just seems like everybody's like, what, Christmas? But yes, it is time to think about decorating, and we really love that you will have us on and let us talk about our grain sale.
Oh, I'm happy to do it. It's a lot of fun, really, and
good.
I think it's something that the community should be aware of. You know,
Well,
and there are new,
you know, it
new
is
people
very-
coming to the city all the time, so they might not know. Even though you've been around for what, 100 years or so?
97.
97.
Yeah,
Okay.
97. I checked that out so I could tell you officially.
Okay.
Yes. But we always have a good community support. People come and stand outside before our doors open. We used to run the sale from 9 o'clock to noontime.
Yep.
We've now changed to from 9 to 11
Yep.
because if it was already sold out.
There was just pine needles left by noon, right?
we were sweeping up at quarter of 11. People come in and say, "Oh, I thought you were having something." We did.
We did. Should have been
people-
here. It was great.
Right. So we always tell people come early, and we really mean it.
Yes, yes.
I mean, we work hard. The hall is filled to the brim with things to buy, and then it's out the door, and it's on its way home to be put up in somebody else's house.
So just the particulars, again, it's Saturday, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day this year, from 9 to 11 at the Wollaston Congregational Church, outside, right?
No, inside.
Oh, inside.
You have to wait outside to
Wait
get in.
outside to get inside. Okay.
Yes, no, the hall, no, everything's in the hall at the
Okay.
Wollaston Congregational Church.
The long-range forecast looks good.
It does.
So we'll see.
No rain, no snow.
No, a little chilly, you know, so
well,
just
it is
dress
December.
appropriately.
Yes, exactly. You dress appropriately.
But it wouldn't seem right to buy holiday wreaths in 80-degree weather, I guess.
I know people in other parts of the country do that.
That wouldn't mind at all, right?
I know. Yeah, but no.
So, Kathy, before we talk about the sale itself, let's do just a quick refresher of the
Yes.
Wollaston Garden Club.
This
Yeah.
is our book.
Yes.
Every year we give everybody that's a member a book so they can follow along and know that.
Hold that up again. So
Oh,
it's-
sorry.
yeah, just
This way?
Up.
This way?
Up.
All right.
There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay.
And that's somebody's photograph, and then that they use. There's every year it's different,
Yep.
and there's tons of
Oh,
other
okay.
pictures on the backs. that members contribute, and we have 122 members this year,
Wow.
and that is a record high for us.
Really? A
Yeah.
record high?
Yes, yes. I mean, I can't really state,
Not from 97
97
years
years
ago,
ago.
right,
I don't
right.
know, but that was more like a ladies' club back then,
Yes.
as we have evolved into more of an outdoor garden club
Yeah.
thing. So 122 members is really good.
Can you attribute that to anything? Do you know why
I think a
that might
lot of people bring their friends to a meeting. We, come as a guest. Anybody is free to come as a guest to most of our meetings. We try to post them in the Quincy Sun the week before, so
Yep.
people are aware of what our topic is. And then once they come, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know this." All these people and all talking nice plants and learning new things
Yeah.
about their own environment, and I think they just say, oh, and it's only $30 to join, so we're
the year?
for the year.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
that's our membership, and I think people just find it fun too. We do. We wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. So how long have both of you been members?
I've been a member for almost 14 years.
Oh, you're just a newbie.
I am. I'm just a newbie. Yes,
How about you,
and-
Ann?
About 10.
Oh, okay.
I joined after I retired from teaching.
Yeah.
So it was like
What do I
something
do now,
that I'd
right?
always wanted. Well, it was always something that I wanted
Oh,
to
you
do,
did?
and I
Okay.
really just never felt that I had time to do it. But then I'm a new resident to the city of Quincy, so I did not live here before that.
Oh.
And quite frankly, I found when I moved to this area,
Yeah.
I found common friends that were members,
Yep.
and I came as a guest the first meeting,
All right.
and it's a welcoming environment.
Yeah.
I mean, there
Yeah.
are some places that you walk in and you feel a little like,
You don't want. Yeah. You're not accepted
they're
into
very
the clique,
happy with
right?
themselves.
Yeah.
They're not looking for new people.
Yeah.
Whereas
And we don't even require you to live in Quincy.
no,
Okay.
we don't. We have a lot of members that don't live in Quincy,
Oh,
but I didn't
interesting.
know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is without a doubt the nicest group of people that I'm
I
just so happy
totally
to be a part
second
of.
that.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awful nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
It is.
They're-
And we
they're
hear
good-
that
good
back
peeps.
from new members.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons why they felt so at ease to become a member is because they were comfortable.
Yeah.
Somebody comes in and nobody knows you, and somebody comes over and says, "Hi, how are you?" And we put name tags on everybody so
That
everybody
helps.
can.
That actually does
oh,
help.
it really
Yeah, it
does. It
does.
helps me still.
Yeah. Well,
Well, especially as we get new members. I mean,
Yes.
Right.
we want to be able to call them by name. We want to be able to say welcome.
Right.
It's
And-
important.
And it's easier
yeah.
if you can
Yeah.
use their name.
Yeah.
Make sure they have a chair. Make sure that they get introduced to somebody else before the meeting starts.
Right, yeah.
That kind of stuff is what I would want somebody to do for me, and
Right.
that's what did happen with
Yeah.
me.
And then it's up to
But
the
I also,
person.
and I'm going to say, I think we offer good programming. Every year
definitely.
we have a committee of people that decides what our meetings are going to entail. And there usually is something for everyone. The meeting that we had last month, the November meeting on the third Thursday of every month,
Read my mind, Ann. Yeah.
was for decorating for the holidays.
Sure.
And it's outdoor containers, and it's not necessarily all Christmas stuff.
More
So
seasonal.
it's
Okay.
just
Winter.
seasonal stuff.
Yeah.
You want to make it Christmassy, then add the red bow. You don't want to
And
keep
then
it
take it
neutral
away
in
after
winter.
Christmas, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, okay.
But we had 74 people on the nastiest, rainiest, most
Remember it hadn't
miserable
rained
night
for
that
months?
we haven't
Yes.
had.
That was the day it poured
Interesting.
into the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, nobody's going to come. It's a
too.
lousy night.
Right.
74 people.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we ran out of cookies.
Wow.
Which is very rare
is
for
rare.
us. We're very food oriented also.
But our
You
speaker was fabulous.
Yeah, yeah.
And we always offer an opportunity drawing for the arrangements. If we have a speaker that does a decoration,
Hands-on things.
a hands-on thing, which we don't have every month, but we have a few, and this was one of them. You might win one of
All
those.
right, so that was a draw probably
It-
too.
It is a
People
draw.
are very happy,
And folks
to take
obviously
home
had
something.
it on their calendars. They were looking
And
forward
try to, and
I'm so
we-
proud of our club, though. I mean, in addition to those
It doesn't
things.
show, Ann.
No, I am. So we gave away. Our members. One of our members' daughters is in a volunteer or a nurse in the school systems.
Okay.
And the schools give hats, mittens, and winter
You've
gear.
heard about that.
Yes.
I'm sure you
that.
have.
Yes.
So
Kathy
our
Hubley
club,
does.
yes,
Yes.
Kathy Hubley does that. So our club had an overflowing table full for that.
How nice is that? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
The,
Yeah.
Prior to this, we had an overflowing table and boxes and bags of food for the interfaith.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
we have
We have really
generous,
nice members,
generous
yeah.
people.
Yeah, these are things you don't hear about, you know, but
No.
are so necessary and,
It's
and
true.
really are knitting the community together.
Absolutely. All of our programs are open to public. All of our programs, any monies that we raise help to pay for those programs, but they also pay for donations to so many charitable organizations.
Scholarships and, yeah.
scholarships to all 3 high schools that Quincy sends
a
kids
graduating
to.
senior.
It's a very wonderful community source.
3 high schools? What's the third one?
Norfolk Aggie.
Norfolk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Very
yeah,
good.
because Quincy kids go there.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that makes
we
perfect sense.
want to include, you know, and hopefully they're going forward into maybe environmental
Well,
science.
that's-
or
yeah,
something
that's our-
on
That's
the hope, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of our stipulations
I see.
that they be heading in the field.
If they're attending that school, it's a pretty good chance.
Oh,
Yep.
especially in Norfolk.
Right,
Yes,
yeah.
but there are a lot of kids that are looking forward to, and there's so many disciplines in college that are connected to gardening and the environment.
And the
you
environment
know.
now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
much more than just planting plants in dirt.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Sustainability is such an important field right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we know when you meet, third Thursday of every month.
And we do it day meeting, night meeting. We alternate.
Oh, all right.
So that there are members that still are working, so they
Right.
can maybe not come to a day meeting, but they can come to a night meeting. So we alternate.
Okay.
Same third Thursday of the month, but a day meeting, a night meeting, you know. so
And
that-
where and when?
The third Thursday of the month at the Wollaston Congregational Church in their social hall.
Okay.
And the day meeting start at 11:45,
Okay.
and the night meeting start at 6:45.
Okay. All right.
So-
And how long do they typically?
Depending, you know, maybe a
Couple
good
hours.
2 hours, depending.
Yep.
You know, if it's somebody that, you know, it might run a little later, but, you know, we always feed you.
I was just going to say the day meeting is very attuned for a lunch, and
Yes,
the night
we do.
meeting for a dinner.
Well, not dinner,
Or snacks.
yeah, more desserts,
Oh,
sweets.
okay.
And all the members bake, and then, you know, you're always looking, oh, I love that, who made that, and getting recipes.
Oh, it becomes
and I
a
like that
recipe
kind of
swap event,
stuff.
too, at the same
Yeah,
time?
Could be.
Okay.
yeah, I like that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
you know, so.
Fun.
Yeah, it's a really good environment.
So let's talk about the green sale. Again, it is Saturday, December 7th, 9 to 11 at the Wollaston Congregational Church. Tell me all about it. What's going to be happening?
All right, so
We'll have like 90 wreaths. something
we
like that.
will be decorating close to 100 wreaths. The wreaths start out as a original 12-inch round, but they're much more generous than that. And then we do have some that are even bigger.
Fresh. These are all fresh.
These are
All
all
fresh.
fresh
Yeah, okay.
greens, and a lot of that's one wonderful aspect, and they are all individually decorated by designers and members that are there in the room working together to
So they're all unique.
Okay.
everything.
Oh, no,
is,
no
there's
single theme.
There's no single theme.
Okay.
There's all one-of-a-kind items.
Okay.
In addition, we'll have some probably around 30 tabletop arrangements that are done, again, by members. We've been collecting containers and things all year.
Salt and pepper shakers.
Well, yeah, they're sort of a new addition. They, yeah, you know, maybe you can get a little close-up of our little guys here,
family.
Yes,
of our
here.
little family. That I was going to put a little sign on them that said "Come to the green sale," but we didn't think it would show up.
Not that
But
little,
anyway,
yeah.
little odds and ends. I
Yeah,
mean,
like-
they're
and
just
then,
cute.
Now, do these
outdoor
folks have
arrangements.
names? Or
Oh,
anything?
no, they're
don't name them if you're gonna
available
sell
for
them.
Oh.
adoption.
You don't wanna get too attached
But they're
to them.
sold individually, and I think that
Oh.
we have
Yeah,
there are
this is
more than
something
these.
that Ian does.
I do.
Herself, yeah.
You know,
They're adorable,
They're
you know,
cute.
and there's so many
we
varieties.
sold out last year,
Is
so
that
I did
right?
some more.
Yeah.
And then we will have outdoor containers.
Oh, those are good. Yeah.
And yes, and there are some that are being done as singles, some that are being done as pairs. One of the members donated a sled,
Really?
and Kathy's very talented husband, Joe, who probably needs a shout out for
No,
this.
he asked specifically
Oh, sorry.
not shout out, but that's okay.
But anyway,
it's
so
done.
he's
We'll just keep it between us. then.
sanded it and
We won't tell
refurbished
anybody.
it, and it just looks ready to go. And
He
that's
likes to do
going to
that
get.
kind of
He
stuff.
loves that
That's
stuff.
great.
We count on him
It's
for a
gotta
lot of
be
our
like a
handiwork.
100-year-old sled.
Okay.
Yeah,
It is.
it-
It's
So
an
that's
old-
a toboggan. That's not a
No,
sled.
it's a runner.
sled,
It's a
but
metal
yeah.
runner sled
Yeah,
that
this-
is. It's going to look great when
The old
it's done.
flexible flyers.
Yeah,
It's
it
similar.
is. Somebody
Similar.
will decorate it, and it'll be.
Oh, yeah,
lovely.
that's
One of our
great.
designers
Yeah.
is going to decorate it. It's going to
Yeah.
be perfect on the porch.
Nice.
And we've got several unique items like that. So, and there might be a couple of hanging things this year. Someone asked for one last year. We picked up a couple. If we can get somebody to get those made on Thursday.
Well, that's
Thursday's
what
our
we
work
do,
day.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
okay.
We try to assemble all the greens, and then have the designers come in on Thursday and
Make something out of it
there's
all.
we make sure they have all kinds of embellishments and things like that that they can pick from, and some people bring in their own things they've got ideas about, and I'm always amazed.
Is that right?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
none of them look the same, and a group of ladies did 120 ribbons.
Wow.
So
Giant
the
bows.
bows
They're
are ready
Yeah.
to go
That's
on the
that's a
wreath.
special talent.
It is a
It
special
really
talent.
is.
One I do not have.
No, nor do I. So I'm
I
glad somebody
tried
does.
it. I tried it. I said, no, that's not my forte.
Right.
But everybody's got a talent, and in a big group like that, you find people. Oh, you're doing bows? Can I learn? Sure, we'd
Pretty
love you to
soon they're
learn.
bow specialists, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll put you down with the bow specialists. But they're very, very clever,
Yes.
and they
But
make it
you
look
can-
simple.
And if you don't want to buy something that somebody else did, you can come and buy a bag of freshly
Just the greens,
pruned
yeah.
greens that we harvest from our members' gardens. A lot of our people and friends' members' gardens. And
You want to do
family
your
on
own
the
window
Cape.
boxes,
Yes, yes,
or
yeah.
make your own outdoor container, or decorate your mantle
Okay, all
yourself.
right. Just buy the
and
greens.
they
You
are
can just buy
very
a bag
popular.
of greens.
Maybe
Very
get some
popular.
inspiration from some of the arrangements that are
definitely, yeah.
there,
Yep,
right?
yeah.
Or talk to
And
some
I
of the
want to
designers.
warn people now, it's going to be a bad year for holly berries.
Oh, really? Is that because of the
weather.
drought?
Yeah.
The weather,
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think whatever berries there are, the birds are getting, which is what should happen.
That's what- I mean, that's really what
Last
they're
year
for,
was
but-
great. We had
Yes.
so many berries on the holly.
Yeah.
But it's what you get.
It's interesting. You're really
Every year.
susceptible to Mother Nature. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the same thing happened down the Cape this year with the beach plums. They,
Yeah.
they did
Oh,
not
really?
set, so there were
No.
no beach plums.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
So,
Jeez, that's yeah.
and that wasn't. I mean, they weren't even in a severe drought down there. It was just
no,
kind of
no,
dry.
they were one of the areas that was okay.
Yeah.
But-
So anyway, you're
Yeah, it's-
forewarned.
All right.
Sorry,
so
not
we'll
a
go
lot
for
of
the
holly berries.
fake
We got a
holly berries
few.
this year.
Yeah, we
the
got a
plastic
few.
ones.
Oh, we have a lady that works the garden out here at the library,
Yes.
and she collects lavender,
Lavender.
Okay.
excuse me, and put it. Then a bunch of people like to sew, make little bags, and we put 3 bags together
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
of the lavender and make a little bow, and that's either a gift or it's take it home because it smells so
For
good
yourself,
every time.
or-
Yeah, and they sell out every year. I think we made 80 this year.
Wow. Okay.
And they'll be gone.
Small teacher gifts. Like there will be
Great
festive
idea.
Christmas mugs with small greens, or like
Yeah.
a small little hostess gift,
Mm-hmm,
or
Yep.
so we try to do a little bit of something for everybody.
And this is a major fundraiser for the club too, right?
Oh, yes, it
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And is it the biggest for the year? Would you say?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Between that and the green sale,
Yeah.
The
I mean
plant
the
sale.
plant sale
The
in
plant
the
sale in the spring,
spring,
yeah.
So, and this year we're actually second year is it Venmo? We're able to take Venmo
Okay.
checks or cash.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Because
Good to
if some
know.
people come in and a credit card, but so Venmo takes that,
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's great to have that option.
Yeah. Real quick, I wanted to ask, with the dry conditions and the drought, what should we be doing in our gardens, right now to
That's a
replace-
great thing. So home tip, water, if you haven't already turned off your outside hoses, before the ground is frozen, water in those shrubs and trees.
Okay.
For as long as you can do it. They need that. They
Gotcha.
just do. So, and then there's, you don't feel like you have to get every leaf off the ground. If you can if you have a mulching mower or whatever, if you want to leave some, chopped up is great. If they're not, that's fine.
Okay.
But the animals and the birds and the insects, they need a habitat over the winter too.
Okay.
If you don't mind that your coneflower seed heads are still there or your other flower seed heads, leave them.
Okay.
The ornamental grasses that have seed pods, fabulous. Leave them. Trim those in the spring. But yeah, let's be kind to our.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like they have to, clean their garden
Get it
beds.
perfectly
And
groomed.
I suggest that clean a few that you can see from your house or
Okay.
your driveway,
Yeah, for aesthetic purposes,
and leave some of the ones that you don't see so often. Leave all the leaves there because, like Ann said, that's the habitat
Okay.
that we don't realize.
Good to know.
Even the bunnies. Not that we love the bunnies, but that's where they'll overwinter,
Yeah,
and so it's important to have like that little bit of balance.
Sure.
What a great question, Joe. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for answering it. I knew I'd go to the experts and get the answer. Congratulations on a successful, I'm sure, will be a holiday green sale again this year.
Always keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
We're always amazed when the room is all cleaned up and put back, and we're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're done.
And it is, and Kathy mentioned before, but I want to stress, be there early.
Early,
You know, we used to laugh about the running of the brides at Filene's basement, but
Same
you know,
thing.
with our
yeah.
regulars know, and they come early, and
Yep.
they know they know that those wreaths are in the rounds in the back of the room, and they are making a beeline. So if there's something that you're looking for
And they're always
specific,
and they're talking to their neighbors while they're waiting in line, because again, it's very community oriented.
Sure.
So.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays,
back at
Merry
ya. Thank
you very
Christmas,
much.
Happy New Year, all of that.
It's going to feel like the holidays
Yes.
for sure for the next few days. Checking the forecast for the rest of the day today. Bright and brisk out there with a high right around 40 degrees. But the same for tomorrow, just a couple more clouds, a little bit milder. Wednesday is the transition day with some showers moving in the evening and running through Thursday morning, and then some clearing and turning colder again toward the end of the week. Thanks again to Kathy Curvels and Ann Forsman from the Wollaston
Thank you,
Garden
Joe.
Club.
We
Thank
always
you.
appreciate
You're
you letting us talk to you.
Our pleasure. Thanks to our
righty.
crew. Thank you for watching. This Friday here on the program, Bob Pearson from the Norfolk County RSVP program will be joining us. Meantime, check our website, qatv.org. All of our latest programs are there. News, information, video on demand, live streaming, and more. For all of us here at QATV, I'm Joe Catalano. Have a great week.